Welcome back to K&L Farms. I'm Ken. I hope this video finds you well. And previously I shot a video on my channel, and I'll link it towards the end if you'd like to go look at it. And it was labeled somewhere around, I had to remodel my front deck for snow load. And that's why these boards that I need for the next project, they're actually pre-painted, because I said in that video that I would use them for some purpose. And now I know what the purpose is. And then I had a question that came from a subscriber, which I'll answer here in a little bit, is how do homesteader or farmers feed their animals when they go on vacation? And then I got to run to town and get a load of pellets out of the truck. But let's get working on this first. I may have to shift the camera to show you, because it's been extremely cold lately, and this has got a block of ice on it. So if I set this down on the table like this, it's going to be unstable. See how this side doesn't have any snow on it? This was the side up. Of course, this was down the snowbank. So I'm just going to spin this, square that end off, and then the next project, I need these to be into 12-inch lengths. So just a minute, I'll move the camera and I'll work on that. I'll get some glasses on too. Okay, you should be able to see that now, that board and that snow and ice on the top of that board like I was explaining. Let me get this plugged in real quick. This saw, I'm not 100% sure why it's unplugged, but okay, get some glasses on, and I may have to find a glove, which I think I'm going to have to, because I'm afraid that that board's not going to come off there very good because it's froze up, but let's see. Seem to be okay. I'll get a tape measure, and remember, I need these in 12-inch lengths for the next job. So, see if we can make a mark in that snow. Hey, that worked out pretty good. So let's go. Hey, I said 12-inch lengths, so 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. I don't know if I can, hey, I can get to 5, but I'm going to turn that around. I'll show you here in just a minute what I mean by that. So we'll cut these down a little bit. Okay, this is what I was going to explain to you. See this piece on the end? I'm hoping you can see it. I'll bring it over here. I can't, if I hold on to that, it's unsafe. So I'm going to spin this. If I spin it like this, I got good material to hold on. I'm just going to try and cut, see my witness mark? I'm going to try and cut this little area off right here. Okay, so I'm going to cut up a couple more, but I'm not sure exactly how many blocks I need. But that was going to be the purpose for those pieces, those extra pieces I had. And then I'm going to move on right now into answering the question around how we feed animals when we're on vacation. And around feed animals when you go on vacation, I'll give you some insight. Because I grew up in the 70s on a farm, and the way it was instilled in me that it didn't take very long for me not to forget when to feed animals, or if I had, is at my home, our homestead, sorry about Martin, I couldn't eat. If I wanted in to sit down to have dinner, my dad would ask me, have you fed the animals yet? And he'd say, I'd say, oh no, I forgot, I'll get it after dinner. He would say, oh, no, you won't. You'll go finish your chores before you eat. Now, I know that a lot of people find that maybe uncomfortable a little bit, or mistreating someone, but it didn't take me very long to figure out I needed to feed the animals. So on that note, let's go over in my experience, and I've got 40 years of experience around feeding animals. There's three ways basically. The best and the cheapest, I think, is if you have family members in the area, and your family members would come over, take care of your animals, do the watering, and you'd go on vacation, and it didn't matter whether it was a day or a week or a month. They've got to come over and tend to your animals just like when they go on vacation, you had to go tend to theirs. Now, if you don't have any family members in the area, you would do the same thing virtually with the neighbor. You'd have a neighbor that you knew pretty well, and when they left, you'd have to go feed the cows. In fact, there was one when I was in the 70s, when I was back home, that I actually had to go and milk all the cows. I had to milk all the cows and make sure the milk barn was taken care of, and then feed all the animals, and then make sure water was going on. So that was kind of a co-op situation. And the last one, and I think is the worst experiences I've had, is try and find a high school kid that's driving and pay the kids some dollar amount, and then hope that they come over and actually feed correctly. Now, on my homestead, I've got a granddaughter, my middle granddaughter, and she's kind of in her apprenticeship right now, and she goes and feeds with me every morning. And we try and go out about 8 o'clock, because right now, then it's light, she can look around and see, and now she's getting the idea of how to feed animals. The other thing is, if you've been following along on the channel at all, you know that I try and go to town once a week, and on this occasion we went to town. It's been cold. This morning it was 19 degrees. It's been running about 19 degrees in the morning. The other day we got up, it was 9, so we needed to restock up on our pellets and take care of some other stuff. So let me just try and get some of these pellets off the back of this truck, because again, another thing that I try and do is as soon as I get home, try and get the weight off any truck that I have as soon as I possibly can. So let's work on that for just a minute. What are you doing, Martin? Hi, Martin. Hi, Martin. Come on, Martin. You gotta get up.